Oops. This is our second solution in the New Mexico area. So a lot of people know about the Warm Waters Halt and the canyon downlink to the Eagle's Nest Lake, which is just on the end of the Cimarron Canyon. So what we figured for the no paddle up your creek and no place for the meek was Maverick Creek Falls. And so there's actually a turnaround in there that you can park and you can actually walk up to the falls, but then there's also another trail that goes past the falls and further up to the north side of that. And there's two trails. There's Maverick Peak Trail and Blackjack Peak Trail. And so we chose Blackjack Peak Trail because it curves to the left. So if you follow the idea that ever drawing nigh means left, then we thought we should choose that trail because I believe they're both about a 10-mile round trip hike, and we wouldn't have time to do both of those in a day. So our plan was to start to go along Blackjack Peak Trail looking for blazes. And so we started at the what turned out to be the lower trail, and as you can see there's a lot of rock outcroppings here, and we were actually down there in the bottom, but you couldn't see this sort of, flame-shaped pattern on the rock wall there. But we actually backtracked and then came up this higher trail here, and as we were walking along we noticed that. So we thought, let's just poke around in here. You can get probably a good maybe 50-60 yards down this hill before you hit the drop off of the cliff. And so we kind of wandered around all in here, looked under tree roots in different crevices, things like that, with the idea that, if you have been wise and found the gaze, look quickly down, so this would be the general area where you might find it. Didn't have any luck. I think the only thing we found was an old can of motor oil. So obviously people have been up here. It's a fairly medium to heavy hike. We ended up in a clearing probably another half-mile down at least that was extremely large, that had some blazes pointing back in the other direction, but there wasn't really anything clear there that we should continue starting to head back. So and we also thought at that point, would an 80-year-old man have come in? I think at this point we were figuring at least probably 2.5-hour hike. You multiply that by 4, you're looking at 10 hours. If you start at noon, that's going to put you around 10 o'clock at night by the time you get done. So we were calling this one probably a bust, if you had to get up that far. So.